We want to start with an update on the Raynaldo Ortiz case. He is the doctor accused of tampering with IV bags at a Dallas medical clinic, resulting in at least one death, according to investigators. This morning, he made his first court appearance. Our Morgan Young was there and spoke to one of the potential victim's husband. And what did they have to say, Morgan?
Yeah, well, Jason, I actually sat right next to John Casper and his attorney in federal court this morning. After the hearing, he said he had never seen Raynaldo Ortiz before, and if he is found guilty in this case, if he is responsible for his wife's death, he wanted to see him. Like Jason just said, this was Ortiz's first court appearance since he was arrested Wednesday. He faces 4 federal charges in this case. Cameras were not allowed in the courtroom, but today I sat in as Ortiz sat very still for about 2 hours waiting for his hearing, looking up every now and then to survey the room, speaking briefly with his attorney, but mostly sitting with his hands in his lap looking down. When it was his turn to go before U.S. Magistrate Judge Renee Tolliver, he told her he prefers to go by Ray and confirmed his request for a court-appointed public defender. Today's hearing was very short. Essentially, the judge just scheduled his next hearing for Monday morning. On Monday, he will have a detention hearing to determine if he will remain in custody until his trial. And today, the judge ruled that he will remain in custody until that hearing on Monday. Casper was emotional after the hearing when he talked about his wife, whose death was originally ruled an accident.
I saw, firsthand witness to her demise, and it was, the most agonizing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So, I've got that, to struggle with, for a long time. I grappled with the fact that she had a heart attack because she was a very healthy woman, could sit on her bicycle trainer for hours and not have any issues. So I think knowing that something else was the cause of it is a little easier to swallow, just from the sheer fact that, it wasn't an illness.
You can really just hear that emotion there. Attorneys representing now at least a dozen patients who suffered medical emergencies after using bad IV bags, and the attorney representing Casper were very clear that they want to see how all of this plays out in court before placing blame. They said their clients are working with law enforcement. But today, Casper also said even if he is found guilty, if Ortiz is found guilty and there is accountability, there will be no peace. He will just be, quote, comfortable with any kind of justice. Jason.
All right, just an absolute nightmare for a patient and their families, too. Thank you, Morgan.